well soaked, and then go and chop them up. Good thinking, Chief.
But what about the girls? Those men, they were...
I'm sure your friends won't be getting nothing they ain't had before.
Well, unless they be nuns.
Kuno, the girl's right. If we delay, her friends will pay the price for it.
I appreciate your advice, Henry. But it's caution that'll keep you alive, not chivalrous deeds.
You promised Sir Radzig you protect his fiefdom, and that means his subjects too.
Come on, it's not like their lives are in any real danger. Hagen's men just want a bit of fun.
A bit of fun? Are you fucking serious? You know very well, Kuno, how innocent girls can end up after a bit of fun with animals like that. Well, I for one am not going to sit back and let it happen, even if I have to creep in there myself and try to rescue them.
Oh, all right. It's not the smartest thing to do. But let's go and tackle those fuckers if that's how you want it.
Good. Thanks.
Right. We better try and save those girls from Hagen's brutes. Let's go!
Who wants their back covered?
My right arm is stiff since last night. Cover that side for me.
Damn! It's all in the wrist dangler.
And best to take off your portal first.
What the hell was that? You're in!
Good work, lads.
So, where's those gallantly risked?
They took their heels as soon as they saw the pair of you. Can't say I blame them.
What? Hey!
You want to have a scrap with me?
Scrap? That's putting it in vulgar terms. I want to challenge you to an honourable bout of combat. You've nothing better to do right now anyway.
All right. But let's make it a bit more interesting.
You're a man after my own heart. Tell you what, let's make it a lot more interesting.
Well, a wager like that will bring a bit of excitement into it at least.
You're very sure of yourself, ain't you? Well, you're not the only one. So let's do it.
Hey, Henry. Fancy throwing some down? Like she'd been rolling in flour. I wanted to ask
Look.
what kind of bread she baked.
Hey!
I figured maybe she liked sweet.
Is that the best you can do?
God, weak in the knee.
No, no chance. No mercy for you.
Henry, come here.
Let me guess. It's about that ring?
Yeah. You gave it to Fletch, right?
Yeah.
That's a shame. I had my eye on it. Any idea where he put it? He definitely ain't got it on him.
Sorry, not a clue.
Look here. If you could get it back from him and bring it to me, I'll give you something for your trouble.
Sounds fair enough. I want that ring. I believe you still have it?
Ha! First he brings me the ring, then he wants it back.
Well, those are the rules of the game, right?
True enough. Only I did the sensible thing and hid it carefully. It's not so much about the free booze. I'm just a competitive bastard by nature. But just to make things interesting, here's a wee clue for you. Find the dead standing among the living and turn your eyes heavenward.
I've got the ring.
Kuno won't know what hit him. I'll drink the alehouse dry, just to get my money's worth. Here, have a drink yourself, on me.
Thanks. Enjoy. Can we set out?
Sure. We'll head towards Sasau today. Jakey heard at the tavern in Ledechko that someone there saw some unfamiliar horseman.
You think they could be Hagens?
Maybe, maybe not. It's enough that they're not local. Could be the escort of some merchant caravan, of course. Jakey, go and scout ahead. Don't want us running into any surprises. See if there's a good spot for us to camp.
Right, Chief.
What's the matter with Jakey? No back talk.
I gave him a swig of schnapps at supper. Perhaps it made a man of him overnight.
Or that boar piss of yours took away his will to live.
Zastubi device potoki vina, Nestenic nesere semezis viva, Nestenic nesere nesca se slavi, Citali piem neste vainam plavi. Hey! Gestia citale plemeno hadi, Husti exodia bona gesradi,
All right, Henry. I'm coming, brother! Second! That's the horse!
They're on the riverbank!
We have to get back to the bank, quick, before they cut us off.
What now?
I don't know. They could be lying in wait for us anywhere. Someone must have snitched on us. We should split up and get the fuck out of here.
So every man for himself?
Just so.
But you think it was one of the band who betrayed us?
Look around for yourself. Who's missing? Jakey. That's who. I sent him on ahead, and he knows which way we're going. That little fucking Judas! When I get my hands on him, he'll rue the day he was born.
I'll try and track him down. He can't be too far away.
No, it's too risky. He could have Hagen's people all around him. All we need to do is get out of here in one piece.
Hey, maybe you might help me out.
It wouldn't by any chance have to do with the ring I got for your brother?
Ha! How did you guess?
Put it down to my amazing powers of deduction?
So, are you gonna get it for me? It won't be easy, mind. Jan thinks I might try to steal it. The mistrustful bastard.
All right. Why the hell not?
Great. Best thing is just to pinch it. He watches me like a hawk. But you... Back trouble?
I got the ring.
Brilliant. Jan will have a fit. Here, have this for your trouble. You've earned it.
I see everyone made it back in one piece.
Thank Christ. Someone up there must like us. Somehow we always manage to get out of these sticky situations.
Oh, someone up there, or someone down there.
Yeah, right. Well, the main thing is we made it.
So we'll go patrolling again?
We will, but not you.
What? Why not?
I found out where Jakey is. I want you to grab him and beat everything he knows about Hagen out of him.
Where is he hiding?
He isn't, the little shit. He's drinking away his 30 pieces of silver in some alehouse, bold as brass. The Inn on the Meadow, or something like that.
The inn in the glade?
Yeah, that's the one.
What are you going to be doing in the meanwhile?
We'll go on patrol as normal. It could be a trick, you see, to lure us into a trap.
But what if they're waiting to spring a trap on me?
It could well be, Henry, so you should be very careful. But one thing's for sure, Jakey won't be there forever. And someone's got to go and check it out.
Well, that sounds like a good plan. But why me?
For one thing, you're reliable. And for another, you're not likely to wring his neck on sight. Which can't be said for the rest of us.
I'll get going then.
Go. And when you find him, deal with him however you see fit. Just make sure you find out what he knows first.
Right, Chief.
God save you.
I'm looking for a young fella by the name of Jakey.
What about him?
I heard he was seen here.
Maybe, but he ain't here now.
And can you tell me where he might be?
No, I can't. He's a guest. And if I went mouthing off to anyone who came by about who was here and what they were doing, it wouldn't do my reputation much good.
Come now, Andrew. Isn't there something that might persuade you?
Depends how much something we're talking about.
Is this enough?
Well, all right, I'll tell you. Well, I was gonna throw him out on his ear at first. He strolls in here like some lord, ordering people around. He's nothing but a snot-nosed brat. But then, he showed me the weight of his person. Well, business is business. He stayed here a couple of days. Yesterday evening he was boozing here. And then went off to the woods with some wench.
To the woods? That's a very broad term in these parts.
Someone said they saw them heading south across the meadow. There's pine woods there and cliffs, and that's where they went.
The
girl's father was here with her, a merchant. As soon as he noticed she was gone, he went off to look for her. You might meet him.
All right. Thanks.
Take care.
Romance on the rocky outcrops, so it seems.
Henry, I'm sorry. Really, I am. I had no choice. I'm glad you're here, Henry. I thought I'd be stuck here till Judgment Day.
What the fuck are you doing here?
I picked up this wench at the inn, see? And we wanted to go somewhere quiet. Only the bitch whacked me on the head with a rock and fucked off with all my coin.
Did she now? And which way did she go?
I haven't a clue, but I reckon as far away from her father as she can get. She won't be going back in a hurry. I've met some mad wenches in my time, but that one was a piece of work. She could have just asked me for coin, instead of trying to smash my skull right away, and then to leave me like this.
I'll say that's the pot calling the kettle black.
Listen, Henry, that thing with Hagen, I didn't want to, really, but they kept threatening me, and then they offered me coin. Jesus, Henry, I've never seen a pile of coin like that in my life. Kuno wouldn't give me as much as half a groschen for a cheap wench.
Yeah, my heart bleeds. Enough. Tell me where I can find Hagen.
Hagen? Lord Zul? Yeah, I'll tell you, Henry. We're still mates, right?
Mates? After you dropped me and the others in the ship? You know we could have all been killed at that ford.
Jesus, I know, Henry. I'm sorry, truly. But look here. If I tell you where to find Zul, you'll let me go, right?
Let you go? That rock must have really scrambled your brains.
Henry, I'm really sorry. I swear. Those fellas scared the wits out of me.
I can believe that. But why didn't you tell us about it? You didn't have to betray us.
I don't know. I was confused. Please, let me go.
First, tell me where Hagen is, and then we'll see.
I won't say anything as long as I'm tied up. I know how that goes. I'll be left here for the crows.
Why did you have to betray Kuno? You could have just taken the money and done nothing.
Yeah, just like Kuno would do. You've only been with us a while. If you'd been riding with him as long as I have, you'd see through him. He passes himself off as an angel of mercy, but he's as much of a swine as any common footpad.
You're an ungrateful brat, Jakey. There's lads of your age work in the fields and sweating in forges, and no one pampers them. But you get a chance others can only dream of, and what have you done with it?
But they don't risk ending up gutted in some ditch, day in, day out.
Funny you should say that, since you just came pretty close to it. And for what? You go boozing for a few days, and then you get duped by the first wench you run into. You don't want to talk? All right. But I can leave you to rot here if I want. Well then.
Like I said...
All right, I'll untie you.
Thanks, Henry.
Spit it out, quick.
Sure. Hagen's planning to lead a raid on Samapesh himself. He wants to torch the whole village, soon.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's awful. I'd like to stay here and talk about it, but if that's everything, I'd rather be on my way.
Get going before I change my mind.
Thanks, Henry. I owe you one, if we ever meet again. And since you've kept your word, I'll tell you one more thing.
I'm all ears.
It's something Kuno was always talking about when you weren't around to hear. He kept cursing that he was fed up with running around for Radzig, and that it's not the first time he's done his dirty work for no reward. So I mentioned that to Hagen, and he put together a nice pile of coin for Kuno.
What? He's planning to bribe Kuno?
Exactly. And what I know of the chief, he sure likes the jingle of silver.
Fuck.
I keep telling you he's a swine. Well, glad I could help. So, I'd better get going before someone else turns up looking for me. Maybe we'll meet up again sometime, Henry. And I'll pay you back.
No offense, but it's not a meeting I'll be looking forward to.